everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is January the 15th, and this is going to be like a mid-month roundup, just to kind of fill you in on where I'm at and kind of a little bit of accountability so you can see what I'm up to with all the different projects and interviews and whatnot. So I'm going to start off with the interviews. On the 2nd, I hosted the amazing Pat Sloan, and I'm telling you what, that interview was amazing. And it's one that if you missed it, slip back in and have a look-see. It was amazing. That's all I got. On the 9th, I hosted Martha of Martha's Creative Life. She is a wealth of knowledge and a new YouTuber. If you haven't already checked her out, slip over to Martha's and give her channel a look-see. I'm sure her content is sure to please. On the 16th, Monday, I'm going to have Beth of Goody Goods. We're going to be working on some whips and UFOs, just chatting, catching up before the baby comes. That's going to be a fun time, had by all. So make sure you slip in on Monday and enjoy a little bit of Beth time. We can ask her all kinds of questions, and maybe, who knows, we might even get a poll going on baby weight and things like that. We'll see what happens. On the 23rd, I'm going to host Teresa Louise. We're going to team up and work on Project Dress a Girl. That's going to be fun. I get to show Teresa Louise how to do this dress. And anybody that wants to sew along with us, let me know. We're going to be cutting them out from start to finish, all while we're live. It's fun. And on the 30th, Carol Thielen of Five Oaks Retreat. That's one you definitely also don't want to miss. I'm hitting some pretty good content right now with these interviews, and it's just a good time. I've also, so far this month, I did my Sew Sampler box opening, my Cotton Cuts box opening. I've also started many projects, so you're going to see what I've been up to behind the scenes. So I'm going to go with the first one that I've kicked off. I've kicked off Summer Moon on my channel. It's a fun sew-along, and I'm not going in the order of the book, making mine. I'm going page for page and working my project. There's a reason behind that madness, per se. I have 3 granddaughters, and I'm making each one of them a quilt. So I'm sewing 3 quilts at one time of this project. So with that being said, I wanted to show you the bear track. I just finished this up. This one's going to be for Bebe, and the colors for hers is amazing. I also, for my granddaughter Harper, she loves wildlife, she loves animals, and she loves the outdoors. So I kind of picked outdoorsy theme for hers, and this is the bear track. And then I've also got my granddaughter Skylar. She loves the color blue and she loves flowers. So that's going to be hers. I've also done the first block in the book, but I didn't want to pull everything down. And the first block was the album block, and I've got that done already as well. So I just pulled down this last week's block, and the next one, for next week, I'll be working on, let me see which block it is, Birds in the Air. Now that's pretty cool, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope as I'm sewing these along that you'll hop in with me. I think it's going to be a fun project, and if you've already started the Summer Moon, that's okay. I'll learn from you and you can learn from me a bit. And I've also hopped into another one here. Carol Thielen of Five Oaks Retreat. I'm going to be interviewing her, but she loves to do scrapbuster projects. So this one kicked off this month, and so far we've completed 5 blocks total. And what it is all HSTs. I'm not going to give you the size or the measurements, because what you need to do is hop over to her website, and it's the Five Oaks Retreat. Download the pattern, pull 320 of your fabrics, and you've got your HSTs. You'll work along with us, or as she drops the patterns, just hold on to them, and then in your spare time, sew them up. But I'll give you a look, see at what mine looks like so far. And I really like it. So this is block 1. This is block 2. Now, is that not gorgeous? I love the colors even. And this was all pulled from my scrap bin. This is block 3. This one here is block 4. And I love a good star. I just do. And then they've all been married with the cornerstones and the sashings. So one row is complete. And this is the block 5. Now it looks like that little chevron. I love the looks of this as well. So like I said, we're only the kickoff, the information, the cutting of the HSTs. You'll make 320 of assorted colors, and you'll be able to join straight in with us. You don't want to miss that. It's a fun time. TeaQuilts has also kicked off the boho hearts. Now, I've never done this before with T, and I'm really glad that I've hopped in. I reached out to her individually. I have a grandson, and I wanted to do it for him. And this is the colors that I've chosen, and this is coming together, and I am just more than pleased with the fabric line that T picked out for me. I told her that I wanted the African prints, and I wanted to make sure, like the black that I've added, instead of doing the multicolors, I went with a solid because I think this is going to be really busy. But it's got applique in it. There's all kinds of goodness in this. So if you want to join in, it's not too late. Just reach out to T. She just got a fresh order of books, and it's not too late to skip in. So, like I said, you just have to ask her, and she'll bring you in and bring you on board. That's a really fun one. And if life's not busy enough, Pat Sloan has also kicked off her sweet childhood memories. Now, this is, I don't want to give you the measurements, but I'll cover that up. But she's got her second block out, and this one here is just so darling. So let me pull this back. Now, didn't that turn out? I love the colors, and I'm pulling just from whatever scraps that I have and making it look really pretty because I've got several scrap bins and I just want to use it up. This was last week's, and this was this week's. They come out on Monday morning early. Out of this, though, I did manage to save up. There's 8 HSTs. And I'll keep those together. And if I have any more by the end, I'll just continue to make them. And then I'll work those into a border of some sort. And I think that'll come together really nice. The next project that I've kicked this off with Tucker and Courtney over here on my channel. And it's the elephant. And it's just so fun. It's a violet craft pattern. And so far, we are on week 2 of it. This is the trunk, and I think it's coming together really nice. Don't mind the little strings. I haven't got those cut off yet. But I love the colors that I picked out, and it's just everything's lining up really nice. I did have one problem on one of the nose, and I was teasing everybody that my elephant had the broken nose, but I went in today and fixed that. You don't notice stuff when you're up on it all the time. So I'm thankful that was fixed per se. Tonight we're going to be, Friday night we also kicked off week 2, and it's going really fabulous with everyone. So if anybody's sewing along with us, it's 85 through 97 for this Friday. As like I said, we're kicking that off. If you run across the part of the pattern that has 2 colors, it's one color but 2 sections, you can sew that whole, you can lay the whole one down, fold it back, and sew. That way that's going to be secured. This is your background fabric one, and that you're going to have a lot of big pieces in this one part because this is the bottom, down around the toes and the feet. So take your time when you're sewing it. I'm sewing it on my channel with Tucker and Courtney, and I learned last night that Sandra K over at Kathy's is also sewing it up. You're not going to want to miss. So if you miss something with us, I hear she's a pro over there, so make sure that you slip over and check her out. I sent her the pattern, so she's working it up over there, and she's doing a little bit of teaching. And I think you'll like that as well. Everybody has different teaching styles, so I'm anxious to see how fabulous Sandra's turns out as well. We all love to see everybody's work, so make sure that you check out Sandra's once she posts it. I've also got my cotton cuts. I've been delayed a little bit because my cohorts fabric was delayed, So we're going to be doing the January and the December blocks in one video. That'll be coming out this coming week. So you're not going to want to miss that as well. It's a lot of information that I've given you. And I've also teamed up with a couple other content creators, and we've come up with a fabulous idea for a fun project. And that information will be coming out more and more in detail. But the ones that I've teamed up with is Becca, sorry, misspoke. Becca, it's so Becca, Tucker at Tucker's Sewing and Quilting, Sean, the guy who sews, and myself. That's a lot of goodness coming into one collab. I'm not going to spill the tea yet, but that's enough that if you want to be in the know, you're going to want to check out those channels in the next week or two, because information's going to be coming out and it's sure to please. So I wanted to thank you for joining me. The next time that you see me will be my end of the month roundup, and I'll show you all the blocks that I've gotten completed and how far I've made it on my fun elephant. It's a fabulous project, and I just love sewing all these FPPs. Beth got me hooked, so I got to thank her. Take care. God bless, and I'll see you back at my next weekly roundup. Bye-bye, guys.